Let's do a few examples on simplifying fractions using factoring, and so we want to simplify the fractions to its lowest terms if possible. So what you got to do is basically simplify to its lowest terms, and what I would do is try to find the greatest common factor. So the greatest common factor between these two numbers is 12. So we're going to divide 12 on both sides. So 12 divided by 12 is 1, and 36 divided by 12 is 3. So our answer is 1/3. Okay, let's go to the next example. We have 45 over 55. Like I said, we want to try to find the greatest common factor between these two numbers. So let's divide 5 on both sides. 45 divided by 5 is 9, and 55 divided by 5 is 11. 9 over 11 cannot be simplified anymore, so this would be the final answer. Okay, we want to simplify the fractions. Write the simplified numerator and the denominator above and below the old ones. So what we basically do is, again, try to find a common factor between these two. So let's try divide 2 on both sides. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. We cross out this 14, we put a 7 here. 16 divided by 2 is 8, so we cross this out and we put 8. So now we have 7 over 8. So our answer is 7 over 8. Okay, let's go to the next example. We have 12 over 26, so let's divide by 2 on both sides. 12 divided by 2 is 6, so we cross out the 12 and make this as a 6. 26 divided by 2 is 13, so we cross out this 26 and make this as a 13. So basically our new fraction would be 6 over 13. So this is the answer to this problem right here. Here the numerator and the denominator have already been factored. Your task is to simplify. So we have 56 over 84, and we have two factors on each side, 7 times 8 and 21 times 4. So we basically, what we got to do is reduce first. Pretend we just have 7 over 21 first. Just look at that side first. So 7 goes into 7 1 times, and 7 goes into 21 3 times. So now we have 1 over 3. Now let's see, 8. We just look at 8 and 4 and pretend that's just a fraction right there. So 4 goes into 4 1 times, and 4 goes into 2 2 times. So now we have 1 times 2 and 3 times 1. So 1 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3. So our final answer to this would be 2 over 3. Okay, let's go to the next example. We have 80 over 48. And as you can see, we already have the factors next to these fraction. So basically got to do what we did on the top, is reduce kind of, or simplify. So we got to find, let's say 2 goes into 10 5 times, and 2 goes into 6 3 times. So right now we have 5 over 3 on this side. And now we have, just look at 8 and 8 on this side. Forget about the 5 and 3. Just look at the 8 and 8 for now. 8 and 8. Well, 8 goes into 8 1 times, and 8 goes into 8 1 time. So now we have 5 times 1 and 3 times 1 here. So we have 5 times 1 is 5, and 3 times 1 is 3. So our answer would be 5 over 3. The numerator and the denominator have already been factored. Your task is to simplify. So we have 14 over 84. We have 14 over 84. Now we have our factors 2 times 7 and 21 times 4. But we're going to cross multiply. This is a different trick. So 2 goes into 2 1 times, and 2 goes into 4 2 times. 7 goes into 7 1 times, and 7 goes into 21 3 times. So now we're with 1 times 1 and 3 times 2. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 3 times 2 is 6. So our final answer to that would be 1 over 6. Simplify the fractions to its lowest terms. Try to use factoring first. So we're going to try factoring first. For 88, let's say 4 times 22. And for 100, let's make it 14 and 14 times, let's see. Let's make it, no, let's make it 4 times 25. So, we want to make this, so we got to remember what we did before last lesson. So, 4 goes into 4 1 times, and 4 goes into 4 1 times. So, this side is reduced to 1 over 1. 22 over 25 cannot be reduced any more, so we gotta leave it like that. So now we just do 1 times 22 is 22, and 1 times 25 is 25. So our final answer to that would be 22 over 25. So let's now move on to a few exercise problems so we understand the concept of what are we doing here.